Hey Anthony, we've been expecting the day to choose where we are going to travel this next vacation. I know it's been hard to save all that money, and I'm pretty sure it will worth it.
Of course, I have a few destinations in mind, and I have to admit that your last proposal was more interesting because you have friends in several countries. So let's review your proposals.
Yes, thanks. Since the last time we spoke of that, I've been thinking of Poland, Australia, Machu Picchu in Peru. Those are the options. And tell me, what do you think?
I definitely prefer Poland to Peru and Australia, especially because you mentioned that you have a friend named Gatka. So I like the idea.
Yes, of course. We were chatting the last days, and she told me she's um, willing to host us in her house for the time we expect to be there. So don't worry about the money. We could save all that money because we don't need to be in a hotel.
Yes, and where she lives is a rural area. Um, it's a great way to relax among crops, livestock, at the warmth of the people. And so, yes.
Yes, there are other places to visit. There are two important spots, other touristic spots such as Krakow or Warsaw. And of course, I can't wait to taste the Polish gastronomy.
Certainly. And I've been reading about dishes like rosol, which are a type of soap, and the famous ginger bread. It's incredible. And by the way, when we go to the restaurant, we should always leave a tip.
Really? Well, that and more we must manage before going to Poland so that we won't have some issues at the time to adapt ourselves there. Gatka told me we shouldn't go next month. She thinks it's better to go till June because the weather is better.
As soon as June arrives, I will request time off from my work to reserve these dates. And you could do the same. And it's a good idea go in June because if it's too cold, we won't want to go anymore.
Do we have to take winter clothes? What do you think?
It might not be necessary, but it's a good idea because you never know. You don't have to spend a lot. Uh, you can find affordable clothing at a thrift store.
I'm very excited, especially with the idea of visiting Warsaw. Warsaw is a very historic city and culturally rich, and of course, has lots of architectural styles that reflect several ages through the time.
Right, the plan is visit to city of Krakow. If there's time, we'll visit Auschwitz concentration camp, which is 60 kilometers from Krakow.
I also want to go to Auschwitz, and that also is a very historic place, although it's had those things so bad that happened there, and those are things that shouldn't happen nevermore, that humanity should learn. um, so but if we see news today, many things like that could be happening right now, for example, in Ukraine. But, well, that's another story, right?
True, but there will be time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to prepare some details of the trip. But before that, tell me more about your friend Gatka.
Hey, I had a feeling that you were interested in her. Beside being an excellent person, she's pretty beautiful, and we used to talk every night um, during some years or some years ago. We met each other by social media, and of course, she studied architecture as you.
Did you use to text very often? I mean, I want to know more about her. And you have a girlfriend?
Oh yeah, every weekend we took time to talk each other and share our experiences, but she should to go to sleep earlier because of the difference of schedule between our countries. For example, when here are 6 p.m., there is later than here. Yeah, certainly. She still is interested in having contact with me, and returning to that topic of planning the planning process we have. Besides, we have a month of time to plan all these. I suggest booking plane tickets, and let's keep saving all the money we can that we may buy some souvenirs to our family and relatives and friends. Have you been saving extra money for that or for something else different?
Yes, I have. And you're right. I expect to enjoy a wonderful experience. We've been good at planning everything, and after this, we could go to Peru and Australia. I don't know.
Traveling can be a way to expand the world around us and a very good option and opportunity to meet new friends, places, and that's very important in the life. Every person should visit other places inside our countries or outside. And of course, see you later and take care. Thank you.
Okay, see you. Talk later. Thank you.